Hi Allan, so the Fit for the Future concept promises some big changes. So how, perhaps you could explain to us how the new board would differ from the current board. I've heard that you'll be looking for members who are experts, is that right?
Well, certainly I want to quash the principle of experts. Nobody has ever talked about experts when we're developing this idea. The whole idea really is to make sure that we get people onto the board who are comfortable with the types of responsibilities they're going to have to address. The Third Age Trust is quite a big organisation. It's quite complex. There's lots of compliance arrangements with legal compliance, charities commission compliance. It's a company, so there's lots of financial compliance requirements as well. So we need people on that board who are comfortable at looking at perhaps spreadsheets or complex legal issues. Now, we're not looking for experts because we already have external experts, and I wouldn't want to supplant them with u3a members, because we don't want to put the burden of responsibility onto u3a members like that. But the board members really need to have sufficient confidence in an area to be able to challenge something, to be able to contribute in a constructive manner, really.
Uh-huh. I know that the current board already has one vacancy on it though, and certainly the calls to the advice team tell us that u3as are having huge problems recruiting committee members, recruiting trustees to their u3as. How would you encourage people to come forward for both the board and the council? Because that's a lot of people, a lot of members.
Yeah, interestingly, during the consultation process, we've actually had quite a lot of interest. I think it's raised the interest of many people. A lot of people have indicated that they might be interested in coming onto the board or the council. I think we need to have a marketing exercise between now and getting the nominations in. So I think it's all about trying to encourage people that if they want a u3a movement that's progressive and is doing things for the members in the future, then really they need to be prepared to step up. I think we can do that in a number of ways, certainly making it clear what the commitment is, what the responsibilities are, making sure that they are aware of what's going to be expected of them. But other than that, I think it's a question of encouraging people in just the same way we encourage people to sit on u3a committees. Try and encourage people that here's a worthwhile role for them to do.
So these are big roles. How will you make sure that people have the necessary skills? Is there an interview process or a vetting process or anything like that?
So for the council, we would want, I think, people who believe that they've got good communication skills. That would be it. But those people would need to be nominated, proposed and seconded by u3as, and they would go to an election within their region or nation. Purely democratic election. For the board, I think we need to be a little more careful because, as I said earlier, we need particular skills and experience. We need a mix of skills and experience as well, so that the people on the board are able to sort of dovetail their experiences. So in that way, we're setting up a nominations committee that would look at nominations and make sure that they have the necessary skills and experience. Those who do would go through in the normal way to an election, a democratic election of all the u3as in the country for the board, not just within each region.
Okay, can you just say a bit more about that?
So for the council, they are representatives of a region, of u3as in a particular region or nation. On the board, they are representing the entirety of the u3a movement. So they're looking at the governance and the compliance arrangements on the board, and therefore they'll be appointed by all the u3as in the country. In the same way that the current officers are, the chair, the vice chair and the treasurer are elected by all of the u3as.
Okay. Well, thanks very much, Allan, and hopefully the u3a membership will come forward in their droves.
Well, I hope so. Thank you.
Thank you.